player new to his Double-A squad gets a tip from one of his coaches.
Minor League Baseball is live and on the air on the show. Standing in, Chris Anthony. He'll swing it from the left side right here. First offering on its way. He pulls this one into right. Castro will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Striding in once again, Chris Anthony, and he's got runners at the corners here with only one gun. First pitch on its way, and he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. 7 home runs for him on the year now as they move on top 4-0.
Wow, there's a case of a ball up in the zone. Not
ready for another chance. Andres Fernandez 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here it comes, 0-2. Hit the other way out toward right field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Digging in and looking for more, Chris Anthony comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
And that last at bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
This is on the ground over to first. One there. Oh, but the feet of the pitcher is a wild one. And he's going to make it up to second base safely as he's in there. My word. So chalk that one up as an E6, and he really can't believe it out there.
First baseman number 1, Julian
The 1-2 to first. Hernandez takes it in. Only play will be to the pitcher covering, and the runner will advance to third now. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Derek Benitez, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Now the 0-1. Rolled slowly to first. Hernandez scoops it up, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. No runs on 1 base hit, 1 error in the inning, and a man left on. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Oh, and this one's driven the other way and deep to the corner. Nearly a big. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Michael Foster will start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced?
Ready once again, Ben Hernandez. He singled his last time up.
Ben Hernandez.
Good opposite field power here, taken high and deep to right. Anthony racing back to the track, and he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. Chris Anthony will step toward the box here, and as he does, we flash you back to inning number 3 as you check out his 3-run home run, a big blow early on. Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? It will, just to the right of the chalk, a fair ball. And he'll pull into second with 1 away. But baseball is a game of streaks and runs, and he is on one right now.
No question, he's swinging the bat very well of late. And when that's the case, you can't wait to get in the batter's box. Definitely the case in this game. That's his second base knock. This one for extra bases.
That's now 2 hits so far for him in this one. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Foster takes charge, and he's got it 2 down. Digging in once again, Derek Benitez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. The 2-1. On the ground, back up the box, and it'll get through into center field, a base hit. And now he has some trouble with it in center. And they'll add another as this is now a 5-0 game.
Boy, talking about coming up.
Ready for another shot now, Eduardo Castro. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Starting time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Anthony is there to put it. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Chris Anthony. He's homered and doubled in 4 trips, so he's definitely been a factor. Line drive to left, and that's in there. Base hit. Cuevas rounds the corner and is headed home, and he's safe at the plate as they push their lead to 8 now.
Those are the ones you remember right there, Dan. That's his 4th RBI of the night, and that doesn't happen often throughout the course of a season.
And you know, as a pitcher, you see what this guy's been doing. You know, he's having a good night. He's a tough guy, and he's a tough guy to pitch around. Some nights you just have to tip your cap. A pretty good night. 4 ribbies in this one here.
Throw pulls the first baseman off the bag.
Dan, after this infield hit right here, this guy has to be so frustrated. He's been having a rough outing, and he's not discriminating the way he gives them up.
No, he isn't. You know what he's going to do after this one? He's going to go to the movies and watch the movie about himself, the Rocky Horror Pitching Show, because this has been a nightmare.
Now a swing, and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule. Digging in to try it again, Pedro Ortiz. Already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Eduardo Castro. And Dan, what's gone wrong for this lineup today? They're only 3 outs away from being shut out.
Boy, you know, I just had pitching, but the effort on the offensive side has been pretty lethargic watching from up here in the booth, Matt.
Yeah, I would imagine it feels the same.
Wow, they were banging on all cylinders from the leadoff man to the number 9 guy, the owner. They absolutely cruised to a 7-run victory. If it were only always that easy.
The Stars of tomorrow get digging in the switch hitter, Chris Anthony. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch coming. Here it is. Toward the gap in right center. This is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly.
Ambush tactics right there, but he didn't try and do too much. He stayed in there and just drove it back up the middle.
Batting 4th.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Julian Garlobo, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. High in the air out towards shallow right. Castro is there, and that ends the inning. So no runs on a hit here, no errors.
Batting 4th, right fielder, Eduardo Castro.
Here he comes on a ball and 2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Anthony is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Into the box, Chris Anthony. He reached on a single in his first try.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. He pulls this one into right. But this will not elude the right fielder's grasp as he ranges over to handle it for the first out. So striding forward now, Enos McNamee. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. The 2-2. And he goes with the pitch here and drives it the other way to deep right. Castro is on his way home. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Well, this is a lesson for all those pitchers out there. When you allow the leadoff man on base, it always comes back to haunt you. With no outs, I thought they might hold the runner at third, but they send him anyway, and the run scores.
This one's flared off to the right side. And that's going to fall for a base hit. And they'll get it in quickly. It's first and third now with nobody out.
I mean, you want to talk about doing your job and getting paid.
So digging in now, Chris Anthony, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. Here comes the first pitch. Changeup in for a strike.
These are the moments in the game that can sway it one way or another, why you get a W or a loss right here. Leadoff man on, heart of the order coming up. Guy out on the mound has got his work cut out for him.
Pulled toward right center field. Moving under it, Fernandez. And that's the first out of the inning. Now at the plate, Clarence Hamilton. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat.
Hamilton.
Skied into straightaway right. Anthony has a beat on it, and the inning is over. Nothing across here this half of the inning. Stepping in, Chris Anthony. He represents the potential tying run if he can launch one or find a way around the bases.
Yeah, Matt, I kind of doubt he's thinking about going yard, even though that would be the best result they could hope for. He's not a long ball threat, and he knows it. So he could just be looking for some way to keep that line moving.
And that is into right field, a base hit. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
Boy, a big game yesterday from these guys, D-Row. It takes them a little while to get through on the score column, but finally they get through in the middle part of this game.
Yeah, Dan, yesterday it was a fight to get to the bat rack. Everybody was squaring balls up left and right. Today, not the same. Pitcher's been executing, but they were able to dial it in. Hopefully that's the breakthrough.
And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes. Now at the plate, Derek Benitez. And it looks like this could be a critical at-bat in this one.
Well, a glance at my scorebook shows they haven't been able to get him out yet. So this could be a fun at-bat to watch.
The 1-1 home. Hit in the air down the right field line. Moving under it, Castro. And that ends the inning. So it's one run on.
Well, as a former pitcher, you know I love these low-scoring games as opposed to those slugfests. This was like a throwback game.
The game's future stars are on display as minor league baseball comes your way on the show. Tonight, we've got a good matchup in store. So striding in, Chris Anthony. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
And this is the side of the plate this guy loves to hit at. Hitting over 350 left-handed, hitting against right-handed pitching.
Line towards center field. In there, a base hit. Now a long throw to third. And they'll have runners at the corners following the one-out single. And the screen shows the story right there as that hitting streak will live to see another day. Coming to the plate now, Julian Garlobo. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. And indeed, he'll take only the out at first as the run comes in to score. Digging in now, Abraham Castro. He went hitless last night in a game where his guys could push across only one score. Now the 3-2 pitch. Hit back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. The run scores from second. It's a 2-0 ball game.
You know what I like right there, Dan, is the batter's approach. Not trying to do too much, just taking it right back up the chute again, staying within himself, and just knowing that anything to the outfield gets him an RBI.
Stepping up to the plate, Tommy Newton. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Newton.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Anthony has a beat on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Digging in for his second at-bat, Chris Anthony. He singled his last time up.
Anthony.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a ball lined to the left side. But this will be a foul ball. Line drive to center field. And that's in there. Base hit. Throw won't get him.
Boy, this guy is off to some kind of series, and he's one of the better road hitters in all of baseball.
Yeah, and some guys just have a knack for lighting it up on the road, getting that good night's sleep, and finding a way to get to the yard early and work on their craft.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Julian Garlobo, and he's got runners at the corners here with only 1 gone. The 0-1 delivery. And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. And now they've got him in a rundown. And they'll tag him out after the break from third. And I'm not sure if that was a missed sign or not, but something certainly went wrong there. Now the 1-1 pitch. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Castro is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Rafael Armas. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Skied into straightaway right. It's down for an extra base hit as they have their first hit of the contest. Around second now and headed for third. And he's in there at third with a 1-out triple.
Hey, this team has been shut down.
Into the box now, Michael Foster, and their runners at the corners now.
Michael Foster.
Swung on and driven to right, and no doubt about it. And gone. A dramatic home run that gives them their first lead of the game. Coming to the plate now, Chris Anthony. 2 base hits, both singles to this point.
Anthony.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit hard towards center. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Every game the pitcher gets the lineup card, he circles the guy that can't beat him. Well, obviously he didn't circle this guy. That's his 3rd knock of the game, and he has been on fire lately.
Ready now, Julian Garlobo, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Now the 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed. He got him. At the plate, Abraham Castro.
Third baseman number 3, Abraham Castro.
0-1 pitch on its way. A double play ball to second. 4 reined in. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out. So stepping in, Dan Saldana, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Chopped weakly to the left. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. Stepping up now, Ben Hernandez.
First baseman, Ben Hernandez.
The 0-1. Hit in the air down the right field line. Anthony sprinting after it. He gets there, and that's the second out. Striding in, Eduardo Castro.
Right fielder number 20, Eduardo Castro.
Set to deliver on 0-2 here. Went into the air out into right field. Cuevas ranging into the outfield, and the inning is over. So no runs here on a base. Now at the plate, Chris Anthony, and it looks like this could be a critical at-bat in this one.
Well, a glance at my scorebook shows they haven't been able to get him out yet, so this could be a fun at-bat to watch.
Line toward right center, and he has come through big time as this ought to tie the ball game and maybe even get him a lead. He's safe at the plate, and we are tied here in the 8th. And not in time as the second run scores.
You know, it's awfully difficult to score runs late in the game after being down by 1, Dero. That base hit drives in 2. That's a huge base hit.
What a momentum swing. What an AB right there. Now you got to grab your leather and go out and flash some D for the boys.
Hit softly on the ground to first. Hernandez is there, and now they've got the runner caught in the hot box as he thought about going home. Leading off the inning, Enos McNamee, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
Anthony has to come in a few steps. And this evening's contest comes to a close, 5-3 the final. The Braves came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. It's time for baseball. Stepping in, Chris Anthony, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Anthony.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Drilled on the ground to short, and that gets through for a 1-out base hit.
Boy, this guy is off to some kind of series, and he's one of the better road hitters in all of baseball.
Yeah, and some guys just have a knack for lighting it up on the road, getting that good night's sleep, and finding a way to get to the yard early and work on their craft.
Into the box now, Julian Garlobo comes off an 0-for-4 in last night's ball game. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there, 2 away. And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. What's this club going to need to focus on this evening, Mark? Stepping up to the plate, Abraham Castro. And there you see his righty-lefty splits and how they've played out so far this season. That's in there, base hit. The run is in to score, and they take an early 1-0 lead.
Dan, you were 1 pitch away from getting out of this. 2 outs, 2 strikes on the batter, and he's able to throw out a ribby knob.
Dero, it's hard to get more frustrated than that as a pitcher. You're 1 pitch away from getting out of a lot of traffic on the bases, getting into the inning, and next thing you know, you give up a 2-out, 2-strike base hit. Nothing more fun.
And the right fielder is there to make the catch, and the inning is over. Striding in once again, Bob Mendoza, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. This is skied out toward right. Anthony is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 1 hit, 1 left. We'll go now to the top of the 3rd. Mississippi's out in front, 1-0.
Leading off for the Braves.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Chris Anthony. He reached on a single in his first try. High in the air out to center field. Moving under it, Fernandez looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone. Ready once again, Chris Anthony. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. First delivery to him on the way. Pitch out, nothing doing. Grounded back up the middle. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game.
Hey, pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup card because he's on fire. That's his second hit of the ball game right there, and I don't see him stopping.
Digging in to try it again, Julian Garlobo. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. Popped up. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Digging in once again, Andres Fernandez, and his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with the runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had ace, but haven't been able to string anything together.
And that's taken in straightaway right. Will he try from second? And he'll make it up to third safely here with one. Digging in and looking for more, Chris Anthony. 2 hits and 3 at-bats for him in this one. Line to the right side. Castro is there, 1 away. So here's the cleanup hitter, Eduardo Castro. Been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the...
Gone! It's a grand slam.
And they complete the comeback with a flourish, going deep.
Coming to the plate now, Andres Fernandez. He flew out in his last at-bat. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Anthony has a read on it. 2 down. A 4-1 finish in this evening's game. The Smokies posted 4 runs in the 8th on the way to victory. Minor League Baseball is live. So coming to the plate, Chris Anthony, as we take a look at the splits between April and May.
Anthony.
From the stretch. Pulled toward right center field. Calling for it, Castro makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0. Digging in the switch hitter, Chris Anthony. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Anthony.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Right side. Oh, what a stop to first. Wow. Ready for another shot now. Chris Anthony. He hit a sac fly earlier.
Anthony.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a ball hit out toward right center. Fernandez on the move. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the inning. Ready for another chance. Chris Anthony. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Anthony.
Give me something to hit, damn it.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Lifted the other way to left center. Fernandez on the move.
Finally.
He can't get there, so the inning will continue. And the runner is in from second. And a relay home. And not in time as the second run scores.
Man, if I was on the mound, I would not let this guy hurt me. He's been tearing the cover off the ball the entire series, and he drives 2 more in right here.
He is definitely a man on a mission, and he's making a huge... Oh, hang on now. This ball is smoked to right, and I don't think this one's coming back. No chance. It's gone. A 2-run blast to straightaway right. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Chris Anthony. He drove in 2 with a double in his last at-bat. Line to the right side. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Hey, Dan, this guy's having a monster series on the road. Were you aware of the home road splits?
I think every player is, and sometimes it's a matter of being either comfortable on the mound or comfortable in a batter's box in some visiting ballparks, and some guys quite like it better on the road.
Runners going. Strike taken to throw.
0-2 is the count.
Oh, but he thought better of it as he aborted the steal attempt and headed back to first. A pause and the 0-2. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away. Stepping in, Derek Benitez. He singled his last time up.
Derek Benitez.
Here's the 0-2. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. So no runs on a hit here, no errors. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Michael Foster. He's 2 for 4 in the ballgame.
Foster.
And this is in the air to right, and this should do it. Anthony is there to make the catch, and with that, the ball game is over.
Well, the discussion around this game is real easy. It goes back to that big 6th inning when they put everything together. They really broke out there. And
After a brief trial move, this prospect is being returned to his original role. For now, anyways. A fast-developing young player has gotten the attention of the higher-ups in management. Prospects may not realize how closely they are being watched, and by other organizations as well as their own. A coach presses a player to keep raising the bar on the development of his signature skills.
Welcome to MLB The Show in this presentation. Ready now, Jack Jensen, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. The 0-2 pitch. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Anthony is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. So 1 run here on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base.
Leading off for
Now
the
at the
Braves,
plate, Chris Anthony.
left
He'll lead
fielder,
things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Anthony.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. And guys, you take a look at our visitors here with the early lead tonight as we play the bottom of the first. They've been in a nice little groove, winning 3 of their last 4 games.
Yeah, Matty, we had a saying in Texas, hit or get left.
Meanwhile now, this is trouble down that right field line. This should be extra bases. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Now that's the way you answer. They're down 1-0 already, but he laces the double and puts himself into scoring position. That'll get the dugout fired up and excited to punch back.
The 1-2. Chopped weakly to the left. Oh, and he can't come up with it. Coming to the plate now, Jack Batista. As we take a look at the splits between April and May.
Batista.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Now a chopper to first, might only get 1. Played on the backhand. Throw to second will be in time, but the run's going to come in and score. On to first, but not in time. It's a fielder's choice and an RBI.
Well, they really did have a...
Digging in for his second at-bat, Chris Anthony. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. This is flared out towards second. A leap here, but it ticks off his glove. And a great job to stick with it as he's able to make the play. Now at the plate, Christian Ademaze. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Skied down the left field line. Anthony giving chase, and he brings it down to end the inning as the go-ahead run is left stranded. So the lineup flips over and digging in, Chris Anthony. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
And this is the side of the plate this guy loves to hit at. Hitting over 350 left-handed, hitting against right-handed pitching.
The 0-1 on its way. Lifted the other way to left center. Jensen is after it. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. Stepping into the box, Paul Rodney. He got called out on strikes his last time through. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Moving under it, Anthony. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Chris Anthony. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Anthony.
Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. He takes the turn and heads for second. Arms pumping. He's hustling for third. And he will get there as the go-ahead run is quickly to third now with the 2-out triple. So that's now 7 triples for him on the season, fellas.
And Matt, that's a pretty good number. That tells me he loves to shoot the ball in the gap, and he's not afraid to go full throttle around the bases.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. Hops this one up. Sierra shading to his right. He hauls it in, and the potential go-ahead run will not come around to score. Tonight's game comes to an end. 5-1 the final score. The Jumbo Shrimp came through when it mattered in the ninth. And we'll welcome you into our ball game as we find ourselves with the bases empty and nobody out in the inning.
Leading off for
So stepping in, Chris Anthony. He's newly entered into the ball game, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. Sent on the ground out to second. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.